So, Mac, tell me what happened last time.
All right, last episode I called Eve learns about customer service. Um, the squad arrived in New York City. No, Noah went off to organize an apartment. Eve went to the Belmont to introduce herself. It was a not the greatest. As she did in fact manage to. Initially, she went to the receptionist, asked for. Pardon me, I was distracted. So she went to the reception desk and asked about where the fuck the job board is, without giving a single coin. What a bitch. Anyway, she was guided to the back room where again she just like, okay, here, look over here, where she confusedly looked through the big job collection while other people were giggling and laughing about her in the back. And she did pick up she just said, okay, fuck it, I'll just pick up a random high-paying job at the end. Meanwhile, Noah, she did secure an apartment, a more shabby one in the Bronx, on the lower end. It was picked up by a weird, funny guy. She didn't notice she was being followed by a guy in a cab. She approached the window, tapped on it, and he said, "All right, my lady, let me take you out to a nice place. Come on, let's have a drink. You shouldn't stay in an area like this where..." And as Eve was about to leave, both of them did arrive. And as Nova and the mystery man were talking, he was like, "All right, when the mystery man was like, okay, when the fuck will your friend come to the table?" So Noah got Eve, and well, it was revealed that the mystery man was in fact Mr. Blackmore, a infamous Knox operative, a rival multi-dimensional agency, and he pointed out the many mistakes and flaws, and mostly in Eve's. Actually, he pointed out only in Eve's procedure. Like, damn, you got Mandy to fucking hate you. She's nice to everybody. Impressive, actually. I was like, all right, listen. He did inquire. Okay, who's your CO? To whom need I write the email? How about her? How much you suck? They didn't relinquish Simon's identity, even though Mac is in hindsight. Fuck, I should have told him about Simon. Blackwell, go kill this Nazi fuck. Pardon me. He was like, all right, I guess I'll send a big group email to the headquarters. I guess that'll do. But in his infinite generosity, he did buy a couple of rooms at the hotel. After he left, he said, "You know what? Fuck it. If he wanted us dead, he would have already. If he used some of his powers, he probably would have ambushed us somewhere else. So fuck, let's go up to the room." This was a terrible mistake. Another terrible mistake, but the performance review will come later. As while they were sleeping and keeping watch, they just blinked and they were back at Foundry, with lots of wounds in them, surrounded by medical staff who were administering emergency care. They woke up later in the hospital bed where they were approached by one of the Palantir executives who explained in detail, Mr. Hill, who explained in detail every single thing they did wrong. Reminded Eve that, yes, resources are meant to be used, idiot. We didn't give you those coins for nothing. Also, your procedure was very random, and it was very obvious that you were weird. And also, but at least we do now know the Time Lord is alive, because what happened to you was in fact the Time Lord killed you, but luckily the Anchor pulled you back. But your suspicious behavior probably alerted the Time Lord's agents, who then alert the Time Lord, who then cleaned you out. And after giving the Fed F, they'll be like, "Oh, listen, we don't waste agents here, of course, but we'll see about your next assignment." As for now, they were recovering the good old-fashioned way, because we don't waste more of the fancy medicine tech resources. a very terrible performance for Eve's, a big F on the Eve's report card. And that's what we left off.
Yes. Yes, as... Well, eventually your recovery time would come to an end. You are called in, well, for your new assignment. Different place this time. As Mr. Hill is checking the file as you both walk in. Alright, I see you are both recovered. Here is the details for your next assignment. You have a few hours to go through it. The ship will leave at 7. Questions?
No, sir, we'll read up on the files. So some pertinent mission details are in there.
I was just gonna nod.
You're dismissed.
All right, what are the mission details?
Well, you grab the tablet, sort of check it and look. Well, they're sending you to a timeline. They have, well, code name for it that some agents seem to use. The Black Death. The Black Death timeline. Which, well, it doesn't sound too promising. As it seems that it is a very advanced world that has suffered several apocalyptic events, and unlike others, hasn't recovered. It's now dealing after a more recent, one of the more recent events has also shaken up the world and left it in a stage of survival, where large patches of the world are quite uninhabitable, and, well, you will be deployed in an area that is, well, not pleasant at all compared to the Nexus world. It appears that, well, you will be assigned a superior officer on this job.
Several apocalyptic.
Should I get...
Recent.
An agent called, well, goes by the name of Deadeye. You two know nothing. Haven't heard of this guy. Never came up in random discussions. He's just listed on the files with no additional details. If you check sort of the equipment and budget allocation section, it's quite sparse. by which means you will be provided almost no budget. You are to make do with what you can find on site and what you can procure for yourselves there. In fact, this operation has no Myron attached to it, which is, well, unusual. So it is just you and this guy that are part of the squad. Not sure if you have any questions as you.
Yeah. What's the anything on the mission objective?
Well, you are to report to your superior officer, and he will direct you from there. But the general details imply that you working as bounty hunters or mercenaries around solving different issues for the local populace. It appears that this world is filled with all sorts of weird monsters and creatures that regular people have a tough time of handling, and they list a couple of some of the more dangerous examples, which they include vampires amongst them.
And you mentioned like obviously this apocalypse robot. How bad civilization are we talking?
It's not an apocalypse. It's just a world that has been. It's much more technically. This timeline has been going on much longer than yours, but it's been through several major disasters, sort of resetting civilization each time, and the technological level is all over the place because there's pieces of advanced tech scattered amongst post-industrial society. It's a combination of 19th century with alien tech.
So okay, so it's basically a post-apocalyptic world a la Fallout, but we have
Yes.
alien tech running around. Is that a good statement to make? And there's
Yes.
no, for example, a planetary government on this
There's
world.
no
'cause it's
planetary
fucking tough.
government. There's all large cities centers, and if you look into it, you'll see that the reigning call it-
Acid rain. Oh, what?
Give me a second, Mac, please. Let me speak. The previous reigning regime that dominated the world was formed by a sort of elite aristocratic class of vampire lords that more or less dominated the planet for several millennia before falling into a steady decline. Apparently they lost a space war with an alien race that sort of started their demise. And ever since then, the population has been slowly taking out different parts as the vampires are just falling back. But they are leaving large abandoned fortresses, cities, weird gizmos, human experiments, mutants, like I said, monsters of all sorts of variations can be found across the land.
So for my own head, I made come to check. It's basically Terra from before the Emperor and Warhammer took over.
Unfortunately, I
What?
don't have that reference in mind, man.
Okay. So basically, to explain, everybody lives in Dargas, but there are these vampire lord castles around where they have a bunch of super weapons who are still
Yes.
left over from before the Alien War.
Yes.
And sometimes they, okay, so yeah, you basically have these fucking hyper advanced castles, and some of those vampires are still around, or at least in the bunkers,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. I think that's it for me, unless tomorrow has anything. The rest will have to be asked from Deadeye. Any deals from the local deployed area, specifically because we're gonna meet Deadeye.
Well, you will be beamed down basically at the location. There's no need for subtlety on this place.
Yeah.
Noted.
That also emphasize that you are free to do as there's zero stakes here. Like, there's a world that's so fucked that we don't give a shit. It seems like it's kind of reading to you.
Yeah.
Which kind of begs the question of like, why are they sending you here? But you can draw your own conclusion on that one.
That's, Eve has already drawn her conclusions internally. Yeah.
But yeah, as you'll get ready. Have any?
Nope, just technically moving with the gold coins, but I don't think they'll matter in this world.
No.
Yeah,
No.
let's move. Yeah, that's fucking yeah.
Probably take those back from you.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't matter. They'll go remove them. Bada bing, bada boom, gone.
Can all get, I guess. Actually, no, they wouldn't even give you gear. They're like,
We gave you medical treatment. That's good enough.
you
Was
are.
enough.
You do have an actual medical debt. That is in fact correct.
Work that off first.
Yes. That will be deducted from your paychecks regularly. In increments of up to 90% of your paycheck.
Oh god.
Listen, they did a calculus. They looked at like how long your stable long-term employability prospects. Oh, not looking good, but we need to collect fast.
Fair.
Yeah. You'll get ready, and as you'll be on the shuttle and launched into orbit, as you'll engage with the traversal through the rifts. As the next thing you know, after rather violent shaking, you're greeted by this rather deserted looking landscape. As the sun is shining down on you, quite hot, dry. You'll see a small town. You are, in fact, in a small town. Reminds you of old Western movie. There's, see a couple of people going about carriages, actual carriages drawn by animals. As kind of like one of the locals stares at you. It's like, oh, great, more fucking visitors.
Now that's not nice.
Yeah, you want nice? Find somewhere else.
Great.
He'll kind of like spit on the ground before like moving along.
Alright, let's go find our CO before. Let's go find our CO.
Yeah.
Astrology is not important. I assume he must be in town here because they fucking.
They did just see two people get fucking beamed down from outer space. And nobody was like fucking phased. They're looking at you, but like you get there looking at you more that because you're like foreigners and less scared that they just saw you appear like this.
Yeah.
Well, you would have been told that well, he has to be around town asking for you, and this small place, it seems like the only hangout spot is the bar.
I've seen the mission profile. He probably is there.
Yeah. You'll just before. I literally finished this batch like.
Fine. Sorry.
You walk into the and you kind of like immediately feel the sort of tense atmosphere as several men just kind of glance at you, frowning. But you will see look around. There's a couple of people sitting at the tables, the men that just stared at you ugly. There's like a guy at the bar drinking, and as you glance in his direction, you realize that is in fact the agent. Sure,
Yeah, I
if any of
suppose
you
we just
approach him.
Yeah, just approach him. Yeah.
Yes.
Is drinking and smoking. Doesn't like acknowledge you.
And by the way, and when you say no such, I assume also there's no such thing as code name, or is there even basic operation security? I assume we still have to maintain that.
The files didn't mention it. It is just we don't care about this. Do as you will.
So yeah, just see if we just approach him like a. That I assume.
So they call me. Yeah.
We're the help that has been. I'm not sure if you've been informed about us.
But we'll see how long you last.
Now that's promising.
They didn't tell you.
I already made internal assumptions about considering the mission details and whatnot.
What assumptions would those be, kid?
The place where fuck-ups get sent and if we perish here, well, whatever.
It's true. Yeah, deactivated your little safeguard chips.
Yep, and still have the medical debt to pay back as well.
Sounds like the least of your worries.
Sure is.
I mean, it could be worse. We could be dead. Right?
It's true. So, what did they send you here for? Fuck up.
Fucked up mission entry. Ran into a Time Lord.
Shit.
But that wasn't the reason why they sent us. In fact, they didn't.
They don't look familiar.
What did you say?
He said you don't look familiar to him.
Nope, it was our first mission. It was supposed to be an infiltration mission. I messed up and.
Said fucking rookies against the Time Lords now? Holy shit, they really must be getting desperate.
No, it was not. It was not against the Time Lord. They suspected he was alive, but didn't know. We're there too.
What the fuck is happening with HQ nowadays? What
And
do
she
you
just
mean
got shot.
suspected to be alive, man? What the fuck are we talking about?
There was a rumor that well, apparently NAS was spreading out a rumor that they killed a Time Lord, and we were sent around this Mr. Simon Life to investigate that rumor. We were sent to a Nexus world. And well, at least we confirmed that, yes, he was still alive and kicking.
Palantir now believes fucking Knox of all people.
Listen, I don't think, at least I'm not sure, but I didn't speak to every exec. I only spoke to one executive, besides the trainer. But at least the RCO even there didn't believe the rumors. But yes, a terrible mission performance, and well, that's why we're here now. I take the opinion for a while.
Aye. Give or take 10 years now, I think.
I take it there's no prospect of turning the anchor back on.
Oh, no. I actually think I'm gonna take their pity. Here voluntarily, kid.
I was actually surprised that didn't like office politics then, or some other reason.
It's not about the politics, it's about the fucking agenda.
Something rubbed you the wrong way.
Been born on like a fucking bizarre world.
Just that. I'm just asking in my book
What the
personally,
fuck
at
do
least.
you think? What the fuck do you think? You look at an organization like Palantir. What the fuck doesn't rub you the wrong way?
I'm not sure about the rest of the multiverse that's been only introduced through Palantir, but even if they're a profit-driven corporation, they still saved our world. And compared to many other organizations out there, I don't think they're the worst. They're not Samaritans. They're not heroes, but I've worked with corporations before. Just another corporation at the largest possible scale.
Yeah. Fuck's good about that. Need you dry and probably take even more from them.
Yep. I mean, originally, supposedly that's why I suppose you originally want to be a public servant. When they approached me and well, my government sent them to me as a. I mean, helping the guys who help save other worlds, even if it's not for benevolent reasons, was still not the worst job in my mind.
Other worlds. Holy shit! Did you buy their entire fucking marketing stick?
Let's just say, listen, even if they only do it because they want to access something, unless you're going to tell me that they actually release the big monsters and attack worlds so they can swoop in and save them.
Do they need to do that? Wait long enough, somebody's gonna need help. Okay, corporate gal. What about you as he like turns to Nova?
What about me?
You also believe their marketing shtick?
I mean, I guess. All I'm here for is I want to help people, and I guess I'm able to do it here. On how they treat it, I currently don't really mind.
It comes with the flex like the cigarette bud. Oh holy shit. Okay. Other than being stupid, what can you two do? He lights himself up another cigarette.
Used to be a police investigator. That's him. Was a pretty good shot at the range. That's my official background. I also received some medical treatment from Palanta, even though considering the station, I'm not sure how long those powers will last. That remains up in the air. As this is a question. I assume they don't keep moving. Some part of me doubts they'll keep up the medical treatment that gives me the superpowers.
Well, listen, it depends how you keep performing like this. Probably not.
Yeah.
Only cut off your life insurance.
Ah.
So, what about you, Good Samaritan?
I'm mostly good in infiltration and I guess detecting the problems. I mean, I can handle myself in a fight if I have to, but
Oh, that's good.
mostly observing.
Because this place ain't really nice.
Yeah, read as much in the files.
Well, luckily, the ruling overlords are more or less apathetic. They stopped giving a fuck a 1,000 years ago. Now it's just whatever the fuck skulls about in the wasteland. Which is what we're here to do. We're bounty hunters. We take jobs, go from place to place. Most of those bounties involve killing things that the locals can't handle. Mutants, robots, bandits, don't matter. Ever killed anyone before?
Evil nod.
What about
No one
yours?
shakes their head.
Okay. There's a first time for everything, I suppose. Kind of like pulls like a pistol out, puts it on the bar table. Take that and shoot those assholes in the corner.
Nova's gonna take the gun. You mean those in the back?
Mm-hmm. Ones that have been staring at you when you entered.
Sure thing. She's gonna aim and try to shoot them.
As well, give me like a stealth or shoot roll, whichever one you prefer.
I'm gonna go with the shoot. Oh
Holy
God!
shit! Do you have any free rerolls? Doesn't look like you have.
Ah, really not.
Yeah, if you do see her just aim the gun as the moment she presses the trigger, this like laser bolt fucking flies as kind of like misses wildly. As like the men just immediately like notice this and pull out their own guns, and I'm gonna need both of you to give me a stunt roll.
can I use some of the first of all, if it's a stunt roll to dodge the battle, but I could potentially use my mind power set up like a shield basically to. I'm not sure if these are physical projectiles or not.
You know what? I mean, they are physical. You can still block them.
Yeah.
Listen.
Actually, I'm not sure if they're actually. I think they will like. I'm not sure if they would deflect off the fucking shit in some random civilians.
They're not, but the problem is it's not like this amount of fire, but depends how much you want to block it. If you want to block all of them and just nullify their attack, you can give me a focus and cool, and it's gonna be like an extreme difficulty. If you want to block like only for yourself, it's a normal crit. And then you have to roll the stun.
Do I believe in my fucking? Do I believe in my extreme? No, I don't. With only 7 dice tops if we combine with adrenaline. As yeah, I'll roll with focus cool, I guess. Eh? I'll go for the crit option. Actually, would a partial still give me anything on the extreme, or would I just get shot basically? It'll basically help
You'll
cover
get shot, but
Nova as well.
You'll cover Nova.
Even if but only if I would succeed on the extreme. A partial would not give me nothing on the extreme option.
You'll cover Nova, but you'll get shot yourself.
In that case, I'll go for the extreme.
Gonna be more grit for you, but yeah.
Let's spend the adrenaline.
I believe in you, Mac.
Nah, this won't succeed, but we're only trying to min-max here.
1, 2, 5, 6 damage.
Listen,
Oh,
it'll at least be a basic because it's 7 dice, and at that point I'll be able to re-roll. So yeah, this is
4 basic.
3 basic incoming. Yeah,
Roll, son. No.
that's not the worst though. Let's give it a normal. Let's still give it a normal reroll. That's 2 crits.
Will take 6 as you'll just stand there, and as you project this force field around you both. Nova, you try and dodge, but it would have been way too late. But their laser fire also like shoots back as it gets absorbed or redirected by this shield, as everyone in the bar just takes cover as well. As you'll kind of glance, you see Deadeye still kind of like drinking, smoking. As well, what do the 2 of you do?
Is it possible to push them over and hopefully take the honestly take them out and hopefully then Nova can take them out or even Eve herself. But I'm not sure if I can tie 2 because I'm looking at her shooter skill. But if I were to like do a force push basically and basically knock them over, would make it easier for like Nova to shoot them.
Yeah, so
Would that be just normal crits?
I'm gonna push all of them now. I'll still be an extreme because there's like fucking 5 guys and they're all spread around.
In that case, can I like just snap that get some heavy object basically to hit them and take out some of them?
Yeah, you can give me a normal roll.
Actually, I have a question, Grant. I want to spend adrenaline, basically. Could I influence one of the guys to shoot one of his buddies, or two of them
Yes.
actually, and basically have that be like the weak spot?
Well, he only shoot one of his guys. You can make him shoot like multiple.
All right. Would that be the okay? If I spend adrenaline, do I still have to roll, or?
No.
Okay, in that case, I'll spend adrenaline to order one of the guys to shoot one of his buddies.
Nova, what are you doing?
She tries to shoot again.
Give me another roll.
I'm gonna use an adrenaline.
It's not the worst odds.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Yeah, you'll order them. You influence one of one of the guys. It's like slowly turns his gun and like shoots one of his compatriots in the shoulder. As Nova, you take down another one. As the rest of them, the other two will flee. As the guy who sort of like shakes off your influence also bolt for the door.
As they run away, this is a border con. We always gotta. I don't know. Okay, I think this looting here is justified. Not waste two fine good weapons.
Gonna go
Yes,
loot
evil
the
walk.
dead guy.
Just get his gun at least, basically, so she has a piece herself. Or like pulled over her telepathic powers. Because I think she needs to pay the doctor with something. I don't think there's money, Grunt.
No.
So yeah, hopefully this will be listen, for the doctors. If there is a doctor in this study, God knows.
Nova, what are you doing as you see starting to rob the dead man?
She's gonna stare at you for a second and it's like, what are you doing?
Listen, I don't think there's money in this world. I think the Border Con was mentioned in the files.
You have an you have an actually. Barker.
Yeah.
Deadeye turns to you and says, robbing a fucking dead man?
I don't think you'll need it.
Oh god.
Fucking goes up to you and smacks you over the head. Except the bartender. Sorry about this. He can pay as he like points to that guy. Now come on, you two out the door. He like flings his last cigarette. As you walk through the doors, he turns to you, even says, okay, you know what? I was about to make fun of her shooting, but like, I can see why you're a Palantir fan. You're about as psychotic as the fucking people on the board. You can do all that shit with your head and you still wanna fucking... Do you have any friends?
Not that many.
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't fucking surprise me. First fucking rule: you wanna survive anywhere, you make fucking friends. Gun useless. Once it breaks down, do you know how to fucking fix that shit?
No.
What? Huh? So you fucking traded to the guy you just busted at his entire fucking bar some gratitude points. I fucking hate corporate hounds like you. I don't know what fucking land you come from. Unless you find your fucking soul, you ain't gonna last on the frontier for too long, I'll tell you that. Act like a bitch, people will treat you like one.
I shall not. Very well, then I'll do my best to readjust.
Spoken like a fucking robot. Well, I guess we'll see. But to fill you in, those guys, part of a local gang that has been, well, let's say, terrorizing this town a bit, spending some protection money and that shit. Problem is, there isn't a regular guy. He is, to say he is a fucking dangerous individual. And we need to take care of him.
What does dangerous include?
Probably could punch your head off. I'll get into a fist fight with him.
Anything else? Arnold super strength.
Not that I can figure. He has a bunch of armed thugs, but he has a camp not that far from town. Probably those guys you just kicked their asses are gonna now go report to him. Means it's not gonna be too long until they come here themselves.
Then I think excellent opportunity to lay an ambush then.
Alright.
Let's get it done.
Do we know of any weakness this guy has?
Yeah, his brain. Fucking dumbass.
I see.
So, Captain Corporate, how do you think we should lay the ambush?
Look outside. How's the outside look? How's the air? It's just fucking desert, just a fucking dune.
It's rather. What? I mean, desert dune. What? Max, speak in sentences, please.
Is it basically flat with no cover at all? Just
There's
open
like
piece?
there's like small like I wouldn't call them hills, but there's like terrain. What the fuck do you call them? There's like kind of like terrain bumps, but large boulders. There's like some cover to be found. It's not like a flat open plain, but if you knew you're waiting for things, you could probably set up some very nice ambushes.
And how big's the town? Like
I mean, you don't
mid-building
know.
speaking, like,
You have to actually scout it out.
okay,
Been on
but
one
from first,
street.
but from first glance, how big are we talking? Are we talking like Fallout population or like actual real city of like more than 100 people?
Yeah, no roll, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck a Fallout town is, Mac.
Basically, a shanty town with like 5 buildings, 5 shacks.
No,
Or is
it's,
that real city?
it's a bit bigger than.
Okay, that's the only thing I was asking, Grunt.
Yes, it's bigger than that.
Alright then. Basically, just have more than one entrance. Can it be observed from a single hill, Grunt? That's what I mean by Fallout Town. I mean current population numbers of 10 guys live in a city. That's a city.
Definitely, probably like if you had to estimate, like there's like it's like the main street has like all the fucking big buildings, but there's like buildings behind them, and like it's a very like ranchy town.
I shall say. Some of those I wouldn't call them hills, but they look like they could do the job. Have someone scout out when they arrive, and then notify the others, and from then should be easy to ambush them.
Not the worst plan, but you think they'll see that coming?
They would. there could also be a urban standoff, but that might risk getting innocents hit. First, those are the only two plans I see. Other than that, we could also, I guess, wait until they get into town, look for us, and then hit them on the way back.
What about you, Sunshine? You have any ideas?
I mean, I can get into the circles if I have to. I guess I got my ways. So if we take one out, I can replace their spot. So we can make go the stealth and infiltration way if we want to. Otherwise, I mean, we can get them on their way back.
All right. I asked you what you can do. You tell me you can shoot people. Apparently, you can fucking infiltrate. You fucking mind tricks. What kind of fucking superpowers do you people have? Should have fucking told me that.
Teleportation, anywhere around the where into any place I know, of course, within dimension, not of course within a single dimension. And while the mind powers we saw their extent, telepathy and telekinesis. Even though the telepathy is
Fucking need guns?
no. I was thinking more actually. Looks at the wounds, giving it maybe to a doctor, perhaps. I'm not sure about the barter economy here.
Listen, we can be there down to help you out.
Yeah, she'll nod. Very well then. I'd say that we can organize some lookouts, spot them. Well, where the others will hide.
Know where their fucking camp is?
Nope. But I assume they'll stroll in here. And hopefully we can get one of them alive to interrogate them afterwards. Even if the boss will not stroll in here personally. I assume wounded eagles and stuff, they might, as you said, arrive here.
Why wouldn't go up here?
Maybe I've been assuming a bit too much about him. Maybe I guess he
told
will
you
throw up
he's a
person.
fucking dumbass.
In that case, we, well, wait for him.
Well, what about you, Sunshine? What powers do you have?
I mean, I can shapeshift to whatever form I want. I guess I got a sixth sense. I can see when something's coming, or if something's coming. Otherwise, I got those neat tools, and she's gonna get out her blades. That's mostly it.
Okay. So, here's the big plan. You shapeshift into old lady or something. Wait until this shown into town. I'll handle the big guy. You, Captain Corporate, you're in charge of making sure fucking civilians don't get caught in the crossfire.
Understood?
Once he gets
Leave
here,
it up to you.
draw him out, make him do fucking something stupid, and his back is turned to you, Sunshine. Fucking take him out with those little sharp knives of yours.
She's got a smile. Leave it all up to me. Great.
Believe in yourself.
I mean, I do. No, I believe in myself.
Good, because otherwise
Yeah.
this guy's gonna raise this fucking town to the ground and... Well... Be kind of shit if you died on your first job here.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen again.
See if I can find a nice spot with some shade. That's just gonna wander off. A whiskey bottle in hand. Yeah, you'll probably have a bit of time to yourselves. If you want to talk to each other, or if there's anything you want.
Considering the description of this guy, you probably just look around Main Street to see who lives here actually, and possible check out possible routes for evacuation if need be, or like stuff to be pushed in between people as improvised shields and cover.
Yeah,
Basically,
there's
good enough.
plenty of cover. Unfortunately, there's also plenty of like ways in and out.
Yeah, but that's good because he's basically in charge of making sure civilians get out in case they get into the crossfire. So like to map out some of those things to put us more see what Eve will be doing.
Nova's just gonna look around, probably get another drink at the bar.
Well, eventually, as the sun is sort of setting, we'll sort of notice, kind of like hear it, as there's like sound of thundering hooves that can be heard in the distance as like people are starting to go inside, barricade themselves, and you'll Deadeye sort of lazily get up from his little spot in the shade as he kind of like gestures for you to go into your positions. I presume you do that.
Yes.
Nova, you'll take a chance to shapeshift something more appropriate with the locals. Something, someone who looks a bit old and frail, not worth paying attention to. As, let me see if I can find, I have a mental image in my head.
Generic generic radar bot. Can pull up a Kenshi Crew screenshot.
Also, you'll understand soon why this is the worst Polanti raid. Well, arrive. Well, the raiders. I mean, they the bandits stroll in, but the guy sort of riding one of the horses behind. He doesn't look entirely human. See the sun getting reflected off the metal parts hanging all around him, as seems like most of his body is covered in cybernetics. He himself is just, well, more machine than man at this point. You see like the red LEDs where his eyes used to be. Scan the area as he unmounts from the horse, and while he does that, like his feet will dig into the ground, indicating how heavy this man is. He's also towering. You're European, so I can actually speak in meters, thank God. He is about 3 meters tall. He's fucking gigantic for a man. That horse can't be a normal horse to be able to sustain so much weight. As Deadeye sort of kind of cracks his neck. Like, post a picture. Raiders. Deadeye's like, ooh, finally got here, damn. Didn't they implant some fucking speed boosters in your ass? Thought I was gonna fall asleep. As the cyborg, like looking around, says, fucking know you have agents here, Deadeye. Not gonna help you win this fight if you think that is. Shouldn't have fucking shot at my boys. Deadeye kinda shrugs. Listen, she told me she never killed anyone. I thought her goons might be a good cannon fodder. You'll see the cyborg just immediately like raises his arm. You see a small fucking cannon raise up as this missile gets shot from it. As Deadeye just kind of like rolls around as a shield, just fucking tanks that missile. But well, the fight is about to break out. Well, the fight is breaking out. Question is, are you both gonna jump into this?
Yep, making sure no civilians are hit as possible, basically, like, covering up windows and stuff like that.
Well,
Yeah,
give
I was
me
looking.
give me a focus and cool roll for the covering some of these civilians.
Yes, sir. There you go.
Mac, are you a gambling man?
Am I a gambling man? Am I a gambling man? Am I a gambling man?
Could have 0 casualties. Can have a few casualties.
Sadly, Eve is already on a thin line, and the odds are not the greatest of getting a fucking
It's a 50% odd.
Am I a gambling man? Counter argument, Grunt. 666 is the devil's number. Playing with the devil is a bad idea.
It's up to you, but yeah, I'm gonna need a stealth roll from you, Nova, because you will be having to get in close with this guy.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
I think you may have lied to this man. I'm looking at your stats.
Oh,
4 dice in stealth isn't the best.
yeah, I could. Yeah,
That's one above the bare minimum. Yeah. So as the fight breaks out and like the raiders pull out their weapons and they start shooting. Some of the people in town also have their own guns, and the full-on firefight breaks out as Eve, you're sort of helping people
Direct cover,
managing
like
like
that, yeah.
cover and directing taking some of the heat onto yourself as you are running defense. As Nova, you try to get close to this man, but he like spots you. He turns around and like slams a huge fucking metal fist in your face. Take like 6 for it. Mark hurt. Says, I can see you, little girl. Not as subtle as you think you are. So what you're doing now, Deadeye, sending children to fight your fights? As you see Deadeye sort of pull out this large revolver as several plasma bolts fly, kind of melting some of the raiders apart. He'll say, listen, she has to kill someone at some point, and I thought you're like the biggest asshole I know, so why not? Fucking Asil. He is gonna ignore you, Nova. What are you gonna do?
I assume she still has the gun.
I mean, yeah. Well, it's you don't have a gun. You have your blades. You can try and like get a gun from one of the raiders that are fighting nearby.
Yeah, because I'm worried if I go in with the blades again, he's just gonna punch me again.
Yeah, you can give me a dexterity roll, try to wrestle one of these thugs of his weapon. Either dexterity or force, whichever one you prefer.
Oh, absolute dexterity.
Listen, I believe in the. Oh god.
Okay, do I need to spend the? Okay, fuck. I should have spent my adrenaline on the Path of Futures on this one.
As Nova, you rush one of the raiders as you like tackle him to the ground. You wrestle the gun. He like sort of kicks you off as he like blasts you point blank. Take 6 more grit, I guess. And well, I'm gonna put a condition. I think I'm gonna mark down scared. This is you are in fact very close to dying, Nova. Real this time. As this is going on, you will see the raider boss is in fact locking in on Deadeye.
Ooh. This guy might be a Chad. I don't think he's as influenceable as generic Raider Goon.
Listen,
Well, I mean, could I still like fuck? I don't think I could. I can.
Head. You can fuck with his.
Yeah,
You can't,
basically.
like, take control of someone. You can't puppet them. But
No,
you can
yeah.
like influence their actions. You can definitely fuck with him. Especially if you like push him in a direction he was already sort of leaning towards, like doing something reckless right now.
Yeah, seeing as Plan A clearly fucking failed. Honestly, doing something to how's the fight versus the townsfolk going? By the way, is it only fucking Dead End or it's still ongoing? Basically, the tug of war between the raiders and the townsfolk.
Well, townsfolk are gonna lose eventually, but it's only like a few dead at this point. Couple of injured.
Is it worth risking the townsfolk? I think if we lose this battle completely, yeah, I think we're fucked. Yeah, honestly, I need to help Deadeye. So I would like to spend adrenaline to basically help out Deadeye and fuck over his head a bit, make him do something silly and stupid.
Yeah, spend 1 adrenaline as instead of being a bit more tactical, you push him in a more rage-fueled charge as he like bull rushes Deadeye, and as like Deadeye was just gonna like as he like notices him fucking charging, he'll easily roll out of the way as the guy sort of kind of like he's too heavy to stop properly as he'll slide on the ground, but this does give Deadeye a clean shot at his back as he like guns him down several times before the cyborg man just falls to the ground. And as they see that, the raiders will in fact, well, get the feeling, Eve, that they were only held together by this guy, as their morale is gonna break. They're gonna begin running away.
As they're breaking evil.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
You know, as they're breaking evil, try to go around and help some of them wounded down for some basic first aid. She doesn't have any medicine herself, but she knows a bit something.
Yes, give me a heal roll.
Let's give it a shot. The dastardly 2 dice.
Listen,
I'll take the part because I don't believe in single dice.
only like 4 death and like a dozen injured. Could have been way worse.
Yeah, I'm not a gambler. I will not reroll single dice.
As that I sort of do like rush to like start helping stabilize the injured. That I will pick himself up, kind of like picks his hat off the ground. Approaches you, Nova, and says, "What's your skill set again?"
I made overestimated myself.
Said you were good at infiltrating plate. Sneak up behind fucking big fucking dummy there.
And maybe this was just not my day. But yes, I fucked up.
Don't worry. This is where they send all the fucking ejects. Oh, here's something. Like, kind of gives you a hand. Oh. You still have to kill someone. What's the gun in your hand? Aim for the head. Gestures to the like the cyborg that's like, he's clearly alive. He just shot as you approach, as he shot some of his motor sensors, so he is quite immobile right now.
I see. Yeah, she's gonna aim at the head.
Fucking bitches, as you like pull the trigger and just the plasma bolt melts through his cranium. Don't worry, he'll be back again.
He'll be back again?
Well, not him, but Volantir is not the only guys who send their rejects here. This is like the 10th fucking Smasher model I killed.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. This one is a bit bulkier though. Probably be able to turn into a lot of scrap. I swear they just keep making him fucking bigger and dumber every time I see him.
I mean, at least he's not an undefeatable.
Oh, no. You're not ready for undefeatable.
Oh, I am surely not. Seeing what happened. Last 2 missions. It's great.
Well, that you and your like burn wounds from the laser weapons. Hey, go to one of the doctors and get yourself patched up a bit. We're leaving in a few days.
Okay, I got 2 questions. You got doctors here? That's
Yeah.
nice.
They're not savages. Oh, they got a doctor.
Okay, okay. Second, we're leaving?
There's it's the only town that needs help. It's the frontier. Everyone needs help around here, Sunshine, and people like us, they tend to expire quite quickly, so there's always room for more. banditry is much more profitable than bounty hunting. In fact, one could say that the money for the job doesn't really doesn't even really cover all your expenses. But it's good you and your friend Captain Corporate there have a superpower, so those don't require much maintenance or money to operate.
Yes. I mean, that's good, I guess. I mean, if we get hurt all the time,
That's gonna keep happening.
hospitable. Great, great, great.
Listen, listen. Scars make you look cool. Don't worry.
I'll take you by your word.
Oh, I'm gonna go enjoy my 3 drinks. So I'll
Have fun.
head into the damaged bar. Yeah. You and Eve can get yourselves patched up. There is a local doctor that is gonna eventually get to you too. This level of medicine is basic to say the least, but well, beggars can't be choosers. Not sure if there's any conversations while you're resting in the small room that they've like arranged for you.
Noah would turn to Eve. That was a nice move you did there.
It's doing my job. It's no event.
Yeah.
It's maybe eventually. Yeah. Actually, Eve will stop herself. Just gotta. I just gotta keep going. I'm not sure whether the life insurance policy is completely cancelled or not. Listen. I joined the police force back early to help people. But this may be a shithole, but it's a shithole if you still live. Also, Nova.
Yes.
Do be a bit careful. I understand you have no formal training, military or law enforcement or otherwise. I understand.
Yeah.
It's been my problem. It's been my fuck up that got us here. So, until we get some experience, maybe it's be careful.
I'll keep it in mind. I am aware now. Fights are not really my thing. But I guess maybe you can teach me at least some things. Some tips and tricks.
Personally, I was much of a soldier myself. Only had basic police training.
Better than nothing.
Listen, I'll promise you that at least I'll make sure you won't die in this shithole.
I guess we'll see about that because I feel like I'm almost dying.
Well, as the agent said, you gotta get used to it. You're out alive. It's a win.
Yes, it is. No, I could really use a drink right now. Or two.
You can follow the CEO back into the building. I'm pretty sure they're still offering town drinks to the town heroes.
Yeah, I might do that afterwards.
Suit yourself then. That's better. Does this mean the health? Does the grid recovered, Grant, or
Yes.
still keep it there?
No, you can.
Gotcha.
You'll keep the conditions for now, but the crit.
All right, gotcha. Yeah, so you'll actually go to the bar just to have a bit of a chat with Deadeye.
Yeah. The small cheer the moment you enter. There's a couple of people celebrating. He is drinking at the bar. Smoking again.
Of
People
curiosity.
look happy.
I mean, yeah. We've been paying off these guys for like 3 months now. You know how much they're paying us for this? Just kind of gestures for the whiskey glass.
Yeah. Job all done, and well, only a few casualties at least, luckily.
Good job back there. But much more, many more injured if, and many more dead if you draw some of that heat.
Just doing my job, and it's maybe, as I explained to my friend, this world may be a bit of a shithole, but it's still a shithole where people live.
True. There's plenty of small towns scattered across the frontier that there's no real law here, there's no real government. People have to kind of just take care of themselves and hope that some big fucking asshole is not gonna drop by stomping feet.
Eve actually chuckled to herself for the first time. In our bounty hunt, I think it's much closer to my actual original occupation before Palantir. Even if the law here is rather subjective.
But like I said, because well, Palantir, since it's rejects, you can see other organizations send theirs here as well.
Yeah, Eve will not. Nox, I assume that guy, considering the whole robot bit.
Now just shrugs. No. Just several fucking org organizations.
Sure. But it's not even bugging me. Deadeye, is that your actual name, code name, or something just you're used to at this point?
It was survive first encounter. Call me Jack.
Nice to meet you, Jack.
Seems that
So,
you are stuck here with me. You know, they dubbed me the worst Palantir agent of all time.
Good luck. What you get to earn that reputation?
Kind of shrugs. Oh no. You can ask them if you ever get called back. So you get the only real reason to sign up with Palantir is, well, the only reason I signed up, be able to gain access to their little fucking fancy gadgets that let you traverse across the multiverse. Apparently, profit though is still more important for.
Eve will not. Oh, okay.
If saving people at the net loss is, well, that's the biggest crime you can commit. Now, on that end, I also got into a spat with, well, funnily enough, it's a previous CEO, Simon fucking Life.
Was it related to your unprofitable business practices or something else?
Suppose we both wanted Palantir to go different directions.
And take it he's a bit more of a bottom line guy.
Fucking that. Struck me as more of a expansionist kind of guy. Against the whole fucking ethos of the company, if you ask me.
Just someone else similar to you wanted to take advantage, but unlike you, his goal is a bit different. Wants to.
In my humble opinion, if we I get the idea. You need to operate some profit and just be losing money non-stop. Like this organization has gone to shit, let me tell you. And from people that around the multiverse, saving others to weird fucking soulless bit. They LARP. Entire fucking organization, I think, is named after like some like ancient ass fucking book. You know what the message of that book was?
What was it?
About the small folk rising up against the great evil, beating it through the power of fucking friendship or some shit. Now you look at me and get Palantir, and you tell me straight in the fucking eye, is there any fucking friendship left in that fucking organization?
Evil shakerhead. Nope, just like a corporate office, like the ones I was used to.
That is true.
Listen, maybe it wasn't just a joke. Maybe the original founder actually believed it, but I've seen back in where I'm from, also institutions decay with time. Corruption seeps in.
He like finishes the glass and pours himself another one. He'll say, I chatted with one of their their older board members once. Actual high level shit. I don't know. It sounds to me like this company has had a fucking tumultuous history.
No. Never had access to that gossip or those archives of my basic level clearance.
Started out as a military group. Paramilitary, rather. Eventually expanded, took over their whatever fucking home dimension was. And well, call it a utopia, but fucking not sure if I believe the fucking marketing.
As you'll chuckle, some truths are kept hidden behind so many barriers, and I don't think many people are allowed to travel to a home base.
Yeah. You know, there's actually gossip their founder is still fucking alive, somewhere kept in a fucking vat or something.
Yeah, evil shrug. Probably. Many people, at least on my word, many corporate heads were thinking about that, making doomsday bunkers, and we're looking into cryo freezing. With the resource Palantir has, wouldn't surprise me. Well,
Like I said, man, it's a wide fucking organization. Met plenty of good folks, met plenty of corporate hounds like yourself.
I say, no one's. I consider myself more of a bureaucrat and a civil servant. I don't care for Palantir's overall goal of philosophy. I simply view it as a means of an end to help people, even though first mission I've been went to shit. I still aim to follow through on that. Even if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if organizations like these, a single group or even a group of agents can change that, but as you said yourself, there's no harm in using the toys.
I know, but understand though that the word bureaucrat is like calling yourself a fucking. Why would you do?
Someone has to. I should say, it's not a glamorous position. And most people don't do it with pride, but someone has to keep the world running, even if they don't get any awards. Yes, call me boring and loser, but
It's run by bureaucrats. Holy shit.
well, that illusion was shattered. I think it's actually run, from what I read, a collection of warlords and monsters out there.
I see, now you're getting closer to the truth.
As I said, I grew up in a world where it went through some shit, but law and order was still respected. But reading from what I read about the multiverse, that
So man, bureaucrats are just the fucking servants of those who actually fucking run things. Don't worry, we'll see it one day.
you could say, I mean, ideally, the world would be ideal run by large institutions that work for the common good.
Doesn't exist. Been in plenty of
She'll
fucking
not.
timelines. Never seen it once.
Yeah, she'll not. Because I assume she read many other times as a curiosity, and I don't think the picture is a pretty one. Well, I'd like to catch some sleep. Listen, if vigilante justice is the best there is in the multiverse,
Well, maybe not the best, but it's an honest one.
I shall not. Besides, don't you worry, Jack. I think we might have stolen your worst Palantir agent title. I think so. I think as she pointed us just the table where we are sitting. I'm not sure who's gold, silver, and bronze here.
Well, we'll just have to see. You have to survive for a bit longer than a day or two to keep the title.
I guess pussy.
Yeah, well, anything else you'd like to do before you call it a night?
Nope.
Oh no.
She would probably sit for a while at the table, just drinking, looking into her glass, and after an hour or two, she would also head to bed.
Actually, one thing that Eve would like to do:
Go on.
speak to Jack without Nova there specifically. She
Yeah.
wants to just tell him something.
Gonna wait until she goes to.
You just want to go up to him. Hey, Jack. Also, one more thing.
Hmm.
I want to ask you a favor.
What?
Nova, you seen her, right? At least, can you make sure to watch out for her? She was my fault. It was my fuck up that got us here, and as the more experienced agent. Well, technically with the same experience in Palantir, but background-wise. And
She killed
got it
someone
instead.
today.
yes, but she.
It's probably not gonna be the last person. Although, with her accuracy rate,
It remains to be seen, but she was a civvy before all this, and this I think was her first real combat. She was on a real mission only for, I think, 2 weeks before we went to recovery at Palantir headquarters. What happens to me is whatever. I may not be a soldier, but at least when I signed up, I signed up knowing my life could be forfeit.
it kind of puts the cigarette out. Yeah, Shane says, "Don't worry, Captain Bureaucrat. She'll live long enough to see you die."
I feel actually smart. That this is a joke. I prefer that to Captain Corporate, even though I think it rolls, even though it doesn't roll as well off the tongue as Captain Corporal.
Captain Clipper.
Now we're
Do these stick clip files where you come from?
sometimes, but not really. Actually, there was some constantly. Oh, yeah, actually, good enough. Yeah,
All right,
digitalization.
all right, Clipper. Go to
I should
bed.
still smile. All right, Captain Jack.
See you tomorrow.